Hello again, everybody. Big Polly coming to you, doing a little warm up before we get started. We have a little under 4 minutes before the game begins between San Francisco and Detroit, the Gold Raiders against the Lions. I will note this October 15th at a little past 7:26 Eastern Time that Twitter was down for a little bit. So, should that affect YouTube, I have tape. I am recording the game that I am about to play, and I could always put it up on YouTube as an alternative. So don't worry about a thing. Of course, the power could go out, and then I would still be screwed, but you never know. We have 3 minutes and 6 seconds before we begin this game, and hope you all are well. The Rays and Astros playing right now. Their fifth game of the ALCS. I thought the Rays might do it last night. They only lost by a run, 4-3, and they're only down a run right now at 3-2 in the sixth inning. So it's going to be a very interesting next few days here in Tampa Bay. Of course, the Rays fans were already complaining, why didn't they sweep? Why didn't they sweep? Well, Houston's a good team. They've been to the World Series twice in the last 3 years. So I don't put anything past them. Now, of course, they had their cheating scandal, but they still have good players who really didn't need to cheat. But sometimes, as they said in Michael Douglas or Charlie Sheen said in that Wall Street movie, greed is good, and greed was good for them until they got caught. Until it wasn't good for them. So we have 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. I spent about an hour preparing for the broadcasts, getting the slides in order, just making sure everything's right, and I listened to a little music. We get to the moment of truth. I was listening to Donna Summer and Giorgio Moroder a little bit this lead up to 7:30. They make these mega mixes of old songs, and somebody made a 30-minute mega mix to I Feel Love, which was one of those great Giorgio Moroder productions. Yes, I like Giorgio Moroder. Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories? One of the channels you could get is an old Giorgio Moroder song, but it doesn't have I Feel Love or it has Midnight Express on it. Dun, 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 dun. Roder was one of those, is because I believe he is still alive, one of those great musical geniuses for perfect man for the perfect time. We're under a minute, so we'll get a little more serious here. San Francisco coming into this game 7-2, Detroit coming in 4-5. So San Francisco, I'll save the rest of my little fodder for when we get started, and we will be getting started here in about 35 seconds. Hello to the Digital to Dice crew, the Facebook group, anybody seeing this post on there, coming in to see this, we welcome you. We hope you all are well. And we're now down to 20 seconds. So here we go again. Third live broadcast of the row, and they don't get any easier. Okay, folks, stand by. 10 seconds. Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presenting live, if you're seeing this at 7:30 in the evening on October 15th, 2020. He said, HTFL football, the Hometown Football League, and tonight we have San Francisco traveling to Detroit, the Gold Raiders, it's a combination of the 49ers and Raiders, traveling to the Motor City to take on the Detroit Lions. And we welcome you to tonight's game. I'm Big Polly, and we will get this game started as soon as I get my slides ready to go. There we go. As I was saying in the little warm-up that I do, the live streams, I usually start the stream at 7:25, and I start doing the game at 7:30. San Francisco comes in 7-2, leading the Upper West Conference. Upper West Division in the Western Conference. They're in a tie with Kansas City, but they own the tiebreaker as of now because they played each other week one, and San Francisco won that game. In fact, that was the very first HTFL game we did. Look that up on the playlist. Of local interest, we have Houston and Tampa Bay going on as I record this, so if I sound a little distracted from time to time, you're right, I am. Ford Field in Detroit hosting this game. San Francisco run by the computer. I will run Detroit. And I won the toss, and I want the ball to start the game. So, it's Y.A. Tittle against Matthew Stafford. Talk about a matchup you would only see in the all-time football ranks. And it is Bill Walsh coaching San Francisco. George Wilson coaching the Detroit Lions. Look that name up in Wikipedia. Watkins, Fennenbach, Walker. Those are your deep men. We'll get this started. That is Doak Walker, by the way, I'm pretty sure. And that is returned by Watkins, a gain of 17 to the 19. Jack Tatum made the tackle. So, for Detroit's offense, it is Sanders and Taylor at running back. Herman Moore, Calvin Johnson, your wideouts. Charlie Sanders, your tight end. The aforementioned Matthew Stafford. Brown, Stanfill, Glover, Sewell, Creekmore. That's your offensive line for the Lions. For San Francisco, again, they're a combination of 49ers and Raiders, so they are very stacked defensively. Haley, Hartman, Nomalini, and Stubblefield, that's your front four. Mack, Willis, Peterson, your linebackers. Brown, Willie Brown, Lester Hayes, Ronnie Lott, and Dave Grayson are your defensive backs. So everybody's kind of figuring Detroit will do what Pittsburgh did last night against Denver and just try to keep the ball on the ground. Off tackle right, Barry Sanders, 1st and 10. And Sanders, the strategy paying immediate dividends as that's a first down, a gain of 10, and Willie Brown came up, made the tackle for Frisco. 1st and 10, ball at the 29. And we're just getting started if you have just tuned in. Only run one play. It's going to be a pitch, Barry Sanders. And he will get a yard, and took a long way about getting that yard. It was Hardman making the tackle for Frisco. 2nd and 9 at the 30. It's going to be a screen to Altie Taylor. And he got it, 30-35, out to the 39. Just short of the first down by maybe a couple of noses of the football. So, San Francisco will tighten up their lines, and they go double tight end. Detroit does, and they'll give it to Barry. Barry, being the great player that he is, he should get a yard, but he doesn't. Well, actually, he does. It looked to me like they had stopped them at the line, but they say no, a first down. It was Bowman who made the tackle for San Francisco, and a 1st and 10 at the 39. We have 12:31 left, opening quarter. One of the many time checks I will probably do as this game goes on. Gain of 4. Barry Sanders getting a lot of carries early. That's his 4th already for 15 yards total so far. Trying to lure San Francisco in when they can throw over the top here. And Stafford might be ready to do it right here. It's going to be play action, medium fly to Herman Moore. Caught. And it's a gain of 5. Willie Brown makes the tackle. And it's 3rd in the yard. And look at this. Detroit's going to go full house. And they're going to go Billy Sims on the run. He's wearing number 20, just like Barry Sanders does. That's a gain of 2 and a first down. So much like Pittsburgh last night against Denver, if you caught that HTFL game, they're trying to win it in the trenches. Trap left Sanders, 1st and 10. A blitz coming, so it's going to be a screen to Altie Taylor instead. Here's your screen. Taylor, a first down, a pickup of 12. Willis makes the stop for San Francisco, who seems to be reeling right now. First and 10 at the 38. Back to Sanders in a single back formation, double tight end. Barry Sanders, a heavy blitz. So we're going to change this to a medium slant to Calvin Johnson. And Calvin Johnson has it, a first down and a gain of 17. First and 10, ball to 21 now. It's Detroit now. This is the 10th play of the drive, and they've held the ball nearly 6 minutes. Off tackle right, Barry. And another nice gain, but we have a marker.
Offense, number 76, 10-yard penalty.
Creekmore gets called for holding, backing them up 10. And it's first and 20 at the 31. Barry Sanders getting a little tired. Will go Alty Taylor on a dive, which will turn into a screen because a blitz is coming. And Taylor gets it. Another nice reception for him. 10-5. Put it on the board. Touchdown, Detroit. His longest catch of the year. 31 yards. And it's 6-0. Detroit leading. See, I'm thinking of last night's game. Your point after good by Eddie Murray, and it is 7-0 in favor of the Lions, who have gotten off to a good start. They have gone 4-5, but their 4 wins were by a combined 19 points. 3 points, 3 points, 10 points, 3 points. The 10-point win was against Houston. San Francisco has only lost to New England and St. Louis. Abe Woodson back deep for San Francisco, along with Washington and McElhenney. And Abe Woodson, who had a kickoff return for a touchdown against Denver a few weeks ago, returns at 31 yards, much to the dismay of the crowd here at Ford Field, to the 32. So with San Francisco calling their first offensive plays, it'll be Gore and McElhenney at running back, Rice and Owens at wideout, Soltal at tight end, Tittle quarterbacking, Shell, Upshaw, Otto, Cross, St. Clair, the offensive line. For Detroit, Porche, Baker, Karras, Brown, your front four. Walker, Schmidt, a 10 inside linebacker, and Williams, a 7. They will be your 3 linebackers. Larry, Dahl, 10 corners. Hunter and Quinn, your safeties. And on first and 10, we'll see what Tittle could do here. A throw and a catch to Jerry Rice. First down and a gain of 10. Billy Wilson comes in and will play the third wideout. And it is still 3-2 Astros in the 7th. As I record this, Tittle, a sack. Porche came up and blindsided YA. And it's 2nd and 20 at the 32. Long throw, incomplete. This time Tittle was looking for Terrell Owens. And it is 3rd and 20 at the 32. Tittle looking to throw over the middle, but it bounces off a Gordy Soltal, and it is incomplete. 4th and 20, and San Francisco will have to punt. It was Davis punting it away. Watkins caught it at the 24, returns it 3 yards to the 27. We have 6:03 left. It is 7-0 Lions. Pitch to Barry. 1st and 10. San Francisco is playing in tight, but Sanders still turns it into a 4-yard gain. He's at 5 carries, 19 yards. Alty Taylor, 3 catches for 52. Really killing the 49ers out of the backfield. He'll get the ball here, trap left. Alty Taylor, that is. And we have a marker before all that happened.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 52, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
So the Gold Raiders really can't get anything straightened out defensively. They could commit a 15-yard personal foul. 1st and 10, the ball now at midfield. It's going to be Sanders again, trap right. Detroit just being very, very patient and just using the running game. Stubblefield makes the tackle on Barry, and it is a loss of a yard. Second and 11, the ball at the 49. They'll go three wide, putting Golden Tate in the game. Medium hitch to him. He's wearing 15. It's caught, a first down, but a marker.
Offsides. Defense. Number 94, 5-yard penalty.
They catch Charles Haley. Offsides, it'll be declined, and Detroit executing with precision. A first and 10, it's going to be a sweep, Barry Sanders. And Barry cannot get back to the line. In fact, he loses for Khalil Mack on the tackle for the Gold Raiders. Alty Taylor's screen on second and 14. And he cannot make his fourth catch of the day. Taylor dropped it. Now third and 14, so they'll go shotgun, man in motion, medium pass. Actually, it'll be a long pass. And they'll look for Herman Moore. San Francisco in the nickel. The throw will be short of the first.
Holding. Offense. Number 53, 10-yard penalty.
And San Francisco declines the penalty. And Eddie Murray only 45% chance of making the field goal from 55. Earl Morrill will come in and attempt the old pooch punt. Hide your dogs. Touchback by Morrill, and that brings it out to the 20. First and 10, San Francisco, who hasn't gained any yards yet. Detroit leading in that category 111 to nothing. A first and 10 from the 20. Tittle to Owens, a first down, a pickup of 11. Tittle 255 against the Cincinnati Bengals last week, but he has struggled with ineffectiveness and occasionally has been replaced by Steve Young. First and 10, the ball at the 31. Tittle back to throw, rolls to his right. It's a dump off to Frank Gore, who gains 8. Williams hurt. And he stays in the... No, he does not. Mike Kofer comes in. You'll see him there out of the University of Tennessee. And it's second and 2 at the 38. Tittle throwing. And it's an interception. Don Dahl, who plays both running back and defensive back, his first pick of the year. So Detroit takes over, first and 10 at the 45 of San Francisco with 2:25 left. And Detroit's going to stick to the game plan of just trying to gut shot, to make the head a little more available if this were a prize fight. A loss of a yard. Haley on the tackle. Second and 11. They'll go double tight and pitch it to Alty Taylor. And Taylor swarmed upon. A loss of 4 yards. And it's third and 15. So Detroit going backwards. And Stafford will look for the golden one. Golden Tate, number 15, down at the bottom of your screen. Lets it go, but it's incomplete. So again, Earl Morrill will be called upon to punt. Be a sideline punt this time. And it goes to the 21, only a punt of 29 yards. 48 seconds left to go. First quarter, 7-0. We'll have a little promo action for you at the end of the quarter. Tell you about the next 5 games here on the HTFL. This is Hugh McElhenney. Great runner for the 49ers back in the 60s. He gains 6 yards. 39 seconds left to go in the quarter, second and 4. Tittle finds Gordy Soltau for a gain of 10, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Detroit 7, San Francisco nothing. So here are the upcoming games here on the Hometown Football League. It is Miami and Philadelphia for you next tomorrow night at 7:30. Then Dallas and Minnesota Monday night. Houston and KC Tuesday night. Wednesday, Tennessee and St. Louis. And then Thursday, Las Vegas travels to Green Bay. So those are your upcoming games. And that'll be coming up next the next 5 days right here on the Hometown Football League. We take the weekends off because I got to rest sometime. Back to the game. It's first and 10 at the 37. It is a 7-0 Detroit lead. Detroit 106 yards, San Francisco 35. And here is the 49ers with a first and 10 play. A throw, complete to Soltow, and it's a big gain, 21 yards. It was Hunter making the tackle for Detroit. So these teams are pretty much, if you look at San Francisco and Oakland, Oakland had a great run between 76 and 83, winning 3 world titles, one in Oakland, two in Oakland and one in Los Angeles. First and 10 at the 42. This is Owens on a reverse. He gains 5. And San Francisco will go on and be the team of the 80s. Alex Karras made the tackle, winning 4 Super Bowls from Super Bowl 16, Super Bowl 24, the 81 season to the 89. Then they won a 5th in 1994. Second and 5 at the 37. This is Gore, and Gore with a head of steam. 17 yards. Schmidt on the tackle, and he gets him at the 20. Detroit was the team of the 50s. Won a couple of NFL titles. Had a great rivalry with the Cleveland Browns. And then they were a good team up until 1970, losing to the Cowboys at an infamous score of 5-0, and they didn't make the playoffs again until the early 80s. First and 10 at the 20. No gain. Schmidt on the tackle. Carry was by Gore. Gore has 2 carries, 17 yards. Second and 10 at the 20. A throw caught by Owens and a touchdown for Terrell Owens, who goes over to one of the Detroit fans eating some popcorn and just takes a handful for himself. How about that? 7-6. San Francisco needs the extra point to tie. Janikowski, good. And we're tied at 7 with 11:55 left in the opening half. Watkins, Pennenbach, and Walker back deep. And it'll be a return by Watkins past the 20, so it was a wise decision to return it. To the 25, a return went 26 yards. It is 3-2, Houston over Tampa Bay in the 7th, if anybody is watching live and wondering. Tampa Bay trying to clinch the series, and Houston trying to stay alive. Sanders, trap right. That is, if you're watching this on October 15, at about 7:49 Eastern Time. That would be relevant to you. A gain of 4. Stubblefield on the tackle. Pitch right. Sanders, second and 6. They're getting him a lot of carries. And Sanders turns the corner, gets the first down. A gain of 9. Barry Sanders, of course, the Hall of Fame running back out of Oklahoma State. Never won a championship with Detroit because Detroit really built their team around Barry. Got to the NFC Championship game the year of Super Bowl 26, but lost big to the Washington Redskins. 4-yard gain. Brown on the stop. Of course, the Redskins, that was the only year they won the Super Bowl without the benefit of a strike. There was a player strike in 82. They won the Super Bowl that year, Super Bowl 17. Then Super Bowl 17 they won because there was another strike in 1987. And they consider that 91 Redskin team one of the best ever.
Start. Offense. Number 42, 5-yard penalty.
Alty Taylor
second down.
with the false start. Second and 11. It's going to be a screen. We're going to go right back to Taylor. Can he get open? Yes, he can. 40, and this time they only get him for a 5-yard gain. Third and 6, 9:16 left in the second quarter. Johnson, medium out. Stafford, forced out of the pocket, throws incomplete. So 4th and 6. And after the opening series went so well for Detroit, they've kind of stagnated defensively. And here is Earl Morrall. Yes, the punter who would go on and be quarterback for the Colts and the Dolphins, most notably. He punts it 48 yards, and Taylor returned it 12 yards to the net, 36. 8:32 left, second quarter. It's a 7-7 tie. If you're just tuning in live, or you've just cued into this portion of the video. And Y.A. Tittle, 6 of 9, 80 yards, an interception, and a touchdown. Y.A. Tittle was hurt earlier in the year, and Steve Young filled in on a couple of occasions. McElhenney, just short of the first down. Gain of 10 yards. Good blocking by Bob St. Clair. In his era, he was a big player, towered over all the other linemen of the NFL at the time. It's second in inches at the 32. I was going to tell you who made the tackle, but I already forgot. McElhenney, 5-yard gain. Baker on the tackle for the Lions. First and 10 at the 37. 7:33 now left. Frank Gore, a first down off a first down. A gain of 12. And if you think San Francisco's piling up the rushing yards, you would be correct. 7 carries as a team, 55 yards, 7.9 average. First and 10 at the 49. Tittle throwing. Incomplete, looking for Jerry Rice. Second and 10. Still at the 49 of the San Francisco. Screen here, and this is Billy Wilson, and a gain of 7. Smith on the stop. Third and 3. Ball at the 44. And a marker.
False start. Offense, number 82, 5-yard penalty.
They get Soltow again, this time a false start. Third and 8. Ball at the 49. 5:10 remaining. Tittle on the money to Gordy Soltow. Talk about redemption for him. That's a gain of 22 to the 27. First and 10 from there. Tittle in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers, and Brown lowered the boom on him. That is Roger Brown out of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Coming into the game, he had 1 sack, and now he has doubled that total. Second and 18, ball at the 35. Tittle looking for Rice and not finding Rice. And it's now third and 18 at the 35. Throw by Tittle, incomplete, looking for Terrell Owens. Owens seemed to be double covered. So Janikowski's going to come on. No wind here at the indoor Forbes Field. He's going to try a field goal of 52. And it's blocked, recovered by Walker. Dahl got a hand on it, and Walker recovered it, and Detroit takes over at their own 43. Montana, by the way, Joe Montana, is the place kick holder, which is kind of interesting. Sanders, dive on first and 10. Detroit's going to keep it close to the vest. Loss of a yard. Willis on the stop. And it is second and 11. Charlie Sanders, we have not seen him yet today. He has had 1 catch, so this will be catch number 2 for him if he gets it, but he doesn't get it. Incomplete. And that's going to set up a third and 11. Ball at the 42. They'll go shotgun, man in motion, and they're going to look for Golden Tate on the medium out route. Marker before the play.
False start.
And it's against Detroit.
Number 53, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
They get Glover to set up a third and 16. With a man in motion, they're going to go long, and they're going to look for Calvin Johnson. He wears 81. There's your throw, incomplete, right through Johnson's hands. Of course, Calvin Johnson, kind of like Barry Sanders, he retired earlier than a lot of people thought he would. Retired a few years ago, just like Barry Sanders kind of retired at the peak of his career. Earl Morrall back to punt for the Lions. Earl Morrall played for a lot of teams. in his NFL career. He was Ryan Fitzpatrick before Ryan Fitzpatrick. Of course, Fitzpatrick has played on like 13 different NFL teams. Back to the punt. Taylor returned at 6. McNeil made the tackle. So the net was 34 yards. It's 1st and 10 at the 29. We have 2:10 left to go. Gore, a first down, and a gain of 11. And Detroit's not going to call a timeout. They'll let San Francisco do it. They do. Oh, with one more second, they would have gotten the freebie. The 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. And roll the play. Gore, a little bit of a gain. 3 yards. Now we are at the 2-minute warning and a minute 56. 7-7. San Francisco, 2 timeouts. The Lions with 3. 2nd and 7. Tittle, sacked by Alex Karras, the one-time voice of Monday Night Football. And this is going to set up a 3rd and 12. Hope you aren't waiting long. Not going to call a timeout yet because I have a feeling San Francisco might. 3rd and 12. Throw to Tittle, incomplete. Stopping the clock at a minute 34. 4th and 12. Set up for the return. And Tommy Davis punting it away. And you return by Watkins for 6 yards. The punt went 44. So the net in total was 38. 2-minute drill for Detroit going to be employed. Golden Tate, medium out. Incomplete. Yes, indeed. 2nd and 10. Screen to Barry Sanders. Remember, Detroit's got all 3 timeouts. He catches it, but he is going nowhere. A loss of 2. And San Francisco burns a timeout. 4 wide in the game for Detroit on 3rd and 12. This is going to be a plus route, Calvin Johnson. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a medium slant, Calvin Johnson. Incomplete. And Stafford now 9 out of 16 on the day. 94 yards, 1 touchdown. Moral to punt. We have a minute 13 to go, and San Francisco will have 1 timeout to work with. Return by Taylor was a nice one, 14 yards. And it's 1st and 10 at the 46. We have a minute 8 to go. Tittle, 8 for 16, is now 8 for 17. Well, actually, he stays 8 for 16. It was 8 for 15, turning it 8 to 16. Sotal, incomplete. Sotal was the intended receiver. 2nd and 10. Tittle throws, caught by Billy Wilson. He had 4 catches, 63 yards last week against the Bengals. They got the first down. 1st and 10, 54 ticks to go with Detroit 44. Gore, a gain of 5.
Defense.
And
60,
10 more.
Penalty, automatic. First down.
They hit Bubba Baker for tripping. And the ball moves to the 29. So San Francisco now in field goal range. That was a little gimme to McElhenney and a pickup of 2. And San Francisco uses their last timeout. 38 seconds left. 2nd and 8 at the Detroit 27. Tittle. Incomplete. Looking for Sotal. It's 3rd and 8. Kind of a dicey situation here for the Gold Raiders with no timeouts. Gore. Can he get out of bounds? Yes. 17-yard gain to the 10. Janikowski will come on and try a field goal of 27 yards. He had one blocked earlier in the day, but this one is true, and it's 10-7 in favor of the Gold Raiders. Nearly said 49ers again. So 11 seconds left, and I'm going to down the kickoff because it was 4 yards deep. 11 seconds to go. Maybe we could do something here. We're going to go more medium fly route. San Francisco's got no timeouts. Incomplete. 5 seconds left. Hell, we'll just throw a bomb here. We're going to go trips left. You never know. Something could happen that's good. To more. Unknown defense. Here is Stafford. Heave one. Batted away. Oh, Calvin Johnson had it in his hands and dropped it. We're at halftime. It's 10-7 in favor of San Francisco. So, get my next slide ready to go. And tell you at a little past 8 o'clock on this Thursday evening what is going on. To update the Rays Astros game, it is 3-2 top of the 8th in favor of Houston. Houston trying to become the only second team in baseball history to win a series trailing 3-0. If they win tonight, they'll be halfway to that goal. Back to the ball game. San Francisco 189 yards on 30 plays. Detroit has run 33 plays. They have gained 125 yards. And a quick look at the stat sheet, if I can find it. There we go. Thank you very much. Nobody really having a big game so far. Alty Taylor had some catches out of the backfield. He has, let's see here. He's had 4 catches, 57 yards, and that's probably been the standout player so far in the skill positions. Abe Woodson back deep, returning it from just inside the goal line out to the
Illegal block.
26.
Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
Leo Namalini called for the illegal block, and it's 1st and 10 at the 11. Tittle. Caught by Jerry Rice on the left sideline. Again, a 16. Dahl making the tackle for Detroit. 1st and 10 at the 27. Give to McElhenney, and McElhenney, no gain. 2nd and 10. Still the 27-yard line. Till's going to run. He was not a bad scrambler in his day. And somebody just hit a home run in the Rays game. And I will tell you in a moment what happened there. We're tied. We have a tie game. 3-3. Somebody hit a home run. I think it was not Heshop Joy, but oh goodness, it was G-Man Joy who hit the home run. Probably the biggest home run of his career. So sorry for the interruption, folks, but as I record this is going on live, and I do live in Tampa, St. Pete, so this is of a little bit of an interest to me. And they are dead even 3-3 in the 5th game of the ALCS. 3rd and 7 at the 30. We'll get you back to the action. Here's Tittle. This is Sotal, a gain of 12. And it's 1st and 10 at the 42. And G-Man just blasted that one. 1st and 10. And I gotta pull up my chat because somebody might be talking to me and I don't know who it is. 1st and 10 at the 42. Tittle gonna throw, going long for Rice, incomplete.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty.
They get Jim Otto for holding. He of the Oakland Raiders, and it's 1st and 20 at the 32. Remember, this is a combination of 49ers and Raiders. Gain of 5. 2nd and 15 at the 37. Tittle throwing. Completed to Terrell Owens, a gain of 16. And let's see, Slay made the tackle. Tittle now 14 to 23, 187 yards. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Tittle again. He's making a lot of throws. Owens, a catch of 18 yards. And Tittle goes over 200 yards passing on the day. 1st and 10. Ball now at the Detroit 27. Trying to put a little distance between themselves and Detroit. No gain on the carry by McElhenney. McElhenney is at six carries today, 23 yards. Gore, 6 carries, 48, 3 catches for 30. Second and 10 at the 27. Screen to Gore, 20, 15, 10, 8-yard line. Gain of 19 before Quinn got to him for Detroit. So since the opening touchdown, it's been all San Francisco. First and goal, ball at the 8. And Detroit's going to have to change their game plan up. 2-yard gain. Back to what's going on in front of me. The Rays now have the winning run on in the 8th inning. Second and goal at the 6. Somebody got a base hit. Gore, touchdown. And that makes the score 16-7. Janikowski on for the point after. Up and good. 17-7 with 7:05 left. Third period. Watkins back deep. Takes it just in front of the goal line. Out to past the 25 to the 27. So Detroit's going to have to change their game up a little bit here. They're going to pitch it to Barry, first and 10, but we have a marker before even all of that.
Offense, number 84, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Herman Moore, a false start, first and 15. Screen to Altie Taylor because he has been doing so well, catching these screen passes, but not that time as Bradford overthrew him. Second and 15 to Charlie Sanders, medium slant. And a blitz coming, so this is the perfect play call for it. Look for 88 over the middle, incomplete, a marker.
Holding, offense, number 76, 10-yard penalty.
And Detroit going backwards big time. Johnson, short out. Just try to get something going here. San Francisco playing deep and loose, a sack. Charles Haley lowers the boom on Mr. Stafford. And it's third and 28. Now, in the old days, if a team was trapped this deep in their own territory on third down, you would punt the ball. But we're going to give it the old college try. We need 28. So this is a cab ride from Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We're just going to throw a long one to Morton. See what happens. Johnny Morton. And it's a sack by Nomalini and a loss of 6.
Defense. Number 94, 5-yard penalty.
But Dana Stubblefield gets called offsides, and Houston just turned 2. So Detroit will get another chance if they really want it. Third and 23. They're going to go Golden Tate. And they're going to have to go deep again. Fly route. Bomb fly. Stafford. Lots of time. Incomplete. And it's 4th and 23, and that brings out Earl Morrill. John Taylor back deep for San Francisco. He catches it at the 38, returns it about 4 yards. The punt went 49, and that means the net was 45 yards. We have 5:29 left in the third quarter. It's 17-7 in favor of San Francisco. First and 10 at the 41. Give to Gore. And no gain. Second and 10. Ball at the 41. Still. Here's your throw. No, Tittle's going to scramble. And he gains 3 yards. And it's third and 7. Ball at the 44. Just looking at the replay, that double play that Houston executed, the ball hit the pitcher. And they're checking the pitcher out for Houston. A 4-yard gain, 4th and 3. That was Gore. And Porsche made the tackle, and they're taking the pitcher out of the game. 4th and 3. Here's the punt. Inside the 20. I'll return it. Something good happened, but I don't know what. Watkins caught it at the 20. And he recovered his own fumble after punt went 32 yards by Tommy Davis. First and 10. Johnson slant route. Look for Calvin Johnson, number 81. Incomplete. And it's second and 10. Sanders, pitch right. San Francisco was playing the line tight, and Sanders gets the first down, 11 yards. Third in the yard, not third in the yard, first in the 10, first to 10. I'm looking at three wide receivers, one running back over here, and that is how I am thinking 3-1. Okay. Short out to Calvin Johnson. Incomplete. And Stafford now 9 of 22. Do we have anybody who could play quarterback better than he? And the answer is no. They could put Earl Morrall in the game, but that's about it. Scott Mitchell and Bobby Lane are the other reserve quarterbacks they could use. 2nd and 10, ball to 31. Slant, Calvin Johnson. A sack, Khalil Mack. 3 more yards lost. Now it's 3rd and 13 at the 28. No, I don't want to punt on 3rd down. Why was I thinking it was 3rd down? You know why I was thinking that? Because I was thinking about putting Earl Morrall in. Medium fly, Herman Moore. Incomplete. And it's now 4th and 13. So Earl Morrall now will come in to punt. And Taylor fair catches it at about the 28.
Offsides, defense. 5-yard penalty.
Will decline it. It was against Namalini. 1st and 10, San Francisco at the 27. We have 1:33 left to go. Gore, gain of 6. 2nd and 4 at the 33. McElhenney gets the carry. A gain of 2 yards. Baker on the tackle for Detroit. 3rd and 2, ball to 35. Throw, caught by Sotal to the 50, to the 45. Tackled at the 47. He fumbled, but Sotal picked up his own fumble. Gain was of 18 yards to the 47. We go to the end of the 3rd quarter. It is 17-7 in favor of the Gold Raiders. Every weekend I do a game of month, the Hartford Whalers, the Brass Bonanza series. Right now we're in the 80 and 81 season, and I gotta be honest, we're not doing too good. So we'll be out of this season soon enough. Heading to the 81-82 season, the season Wayne Gretzky broke all the scoring records. And that'll be over the weekend. Probably get that up on Sunday. Sunday, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, today's the 15th. So that'd be the 18th, October 18th. We'll do another game of the Hartford Whalers against the rest of the NHL. Right now they're looking to make the playoffs, but they're on the outside looking in. So that'll be this weekend. It'll be up on Sunday right here on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims channel. So much technology in front of me, I'm getting lost. 1st and 10 at the 47. San Francisco with the ball at the Detroit 47. They lead 17-7. A lot of sevens in there. 1st and 10 at... I just said that already. Let's get with it, Paulie. 321 yards for San Francisco, 47 plays. Detroit has run 39 plays. They have only gained 130 yards, and I see Earl Morrall warming up for the Lions. 1st and 10. Throw. Sotal again. And a gain of 14. Sotal now 6 carries, 97 yards. We'll tell you a little more about not Terrell Owens, but Gordy Sotal. He's out of the University of Minnesota. In the replay, he has had 20 catches, 265 yards at a clip of 13.3, and he has caught 2 touchdowns. And his best game receiving he's had several games where he has caught 3 passes. His best yardage game was 58. So this is a season high for him with 6 catches. 1st and 10 at the 33. He also kicked for the 49ers back in the 50s and held a lot of the 49ers scoring records for a while going into the 80s. 2nd and 10 at the 33. McElhenney, gain of 9. Walker on the stop. Wayne Walker for Detroit. Vernon Davis comes in as a second tight end for 3rd and 1. And Detroit really needs to hold them to a field goal here, if not better. And they do. Loss of 3 by Gore. Baker on the tackle. That is Al Bubba Baker out of Colorado State. Field goal time. Janikowski from 44. No good. And Detroit now really needs to take advantage of this miscue. They trail by 10. They need a score here. Fly to Calvin Johnson. He wears 81. And that is caught by Tate. Stubblefield might be hurt. And they replace him with Bryant Young out of Notre Dame. 2nd and 5. Slant to Herman Moore, which might work well against the short, tight defense San Francisco's playing, but it's incomplete. 10 to 25. They kept Stafford in there probably for one more series. Off tackle right, Barry Sanders on 3rd and 5. And he's stuffed at the line, so some of the play calling here by me is a little suspect. Morrill will punt, 4th and 4. That backs up Taylor, so the punt goes 49 yards. 1st and 10 at the 11. We have 11:09 now left, 4th quarter. And we have a 17-7 game. A 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Tittle, 18 to 27, 256 yards. A gain of 5. And it was Schmidt making the tackle. 2nd and 5. Ball to 16. This is McElhenney, 20-25 to the 28. So it's 1st and 10 at the 28. It was Hunter making the tackle. The gain was of 12 yards, and McElhenney, we can't see his stats at the moment. 1st and 10 at the 28. I will alert you the next time he comes in the game. No gain
Offsides.
for Gore,
Defense.
but
number 60, 5-yard penalty.
They get Bubba for the false start. 1st and 5. Ball at the 35. Let's tell you how Hugh McElhenney is doing. 11 carries and 48 yards. 1st and 5 at the 33. Down to the last 9:27 of this game, unless we go overtime. A gain of 6 for Gore. Hunter on the tackle for Detroit. 1st and 10 at the 39. Gore gets the pitch. And back to the line, and that is it. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 39. Still looking for Rice over the middle. Rice has been very quiet all day. 2 catches, 26 yards, and that has been it. The corners for Detroit have done a good job shutting him down. But did we speak too soon? 3rd and 10 at the 39. Tittle. The throw, incomplete, looking for Wilson. And Detroit will get it back. Here's the punt by Tommy Davis. Atkins will watch this go out bounds at the 21. The punt went 40. So Wilson's going to make the change, and he's going to put Earl Morrill into the game. Earl the Pearl, 83.7 rating. He wears number 15, and yes, he did play once for the Detroit Lions. Basic play to start the game, start his participation in the game. You give it to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, a 1st down, a pickup of 11. Tate, medium hitch. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a medium slant to Johnson. And he's got it. Let's check the penalty, though. 22 yards.
Holding offense.
Oh.
Number 60, 10-yard penalty.
Stanfield and Detroit keep shooting themselves in the foot defensively. Sanders, screen on 1st and 20. And Morrill back. Picked off. And a touchdown for San Francisco. Willis, Patrick Willis, his 1st interception of the year, and it is a pick 6. 23-7. Your point after is good by Janikowski to make it 24-7. And if Don Meredith is attending this game, he's about to sing "Turn Out the Lights" because the party is over. Watkins back deep. Here's your return. Gain of 17 to the 18. And San Francisco, Detroit will hurry here. Tate, medium pass against a short, tight defense. Should work out to the advantage of Detroit. Morrill with a 17-yard gain. They'll hurry to the line. That is his longest rush of the season because it's his only rush of the season. No, we don't want to hurry. We want to hurry the ball. We want to go no huddle. Actually, we don't want to go no huddle. Slant, Charlie Sanders. Marker before the play.
False start. Offense. Number 15. 5-yard penalty.
They
Repeat.
get Morrill
First
for a
down.
false start. Talk about how things haven't gone right for Detroit since they had the 7-0 lead. Morrill, medium hitch. And that looked like it was intended for Moore. Pass might have been caught by Moore. Yes, let's challenge.
Review, the ball was secured
Yes.
before it hit the ground. The pass is complete. No timeout will be charged.
There you go. 1st and 10. Detroit at the 47 now. Johnson, medium out. Throw, caught to about the 28. Hardman injured his knee, but he stays in the game. They'll hurry up to the line. Medium out, Golden Tate. Morrill, incomplete. 2nd and 10 to Sanders, short slant. Blitz coming, so this might pay off big. Incomplete. And Morrill is hurt. Out a few plays, so Matthew Stafford comes back in. Screen, Barry Sanders. He's got it. 30, 25, down to the 21, a gain of 13. Morrill will go back in. Sanders off tackle right with 4:49 to go. They'll have to onside kick if they score. Loss of a yard. Sanders, medium fly. Unknown coverage. And another
False
marker.
start. Offense. Number 75. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. 2nd down.
Okay, here we go. 5 yards. Backing them up 5, and it is now a 2nd and 16 at the 27. Golden Tate, medium fly. Off of his hands, but a
Pass
penalty.
interference. Defense. Number 37.
They get
automatic.
Lester Hayes
First down.
getting a little too grabby with Golden Tate. So we'll go a screen to Herman Moore here on 1st and 10 from the 11. But another marker.
Defense. Number 86. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
Seems like we've had a lot of penalties called in this game. Hardman. That's 7 penalties for San Francisco, 10 for for Detroit. So yes, there have been a few penalties in this game. Short hitch, Charlie Sanders, 1st and 5 from the 6. Incomplete. Sanders on the draw on 2nd and 5 from the 6. Back to the line, and that's it.
Personal foul. Defense.
And another marker,
Number
of course.
73. Automatic. First down.
Leo Nomalini must have thought he was in the ring defending his NWA title. He was he was part of the NWA championship back in the 50s. Held a part of the Lou Thez and Neil, I think I said this before, Lou Thez and Neil Nomalini both went across the country acting like they were the NWA champions after a disputed match they had. And they eventually reunified the wrestling championship, and Lou Thez won, but in some parts of the country, Nomalini was an NWA champion back in the 50s. So there you go. Off tackle right. they're playing a short, tight defense. We're going to go medium hitch to Johnson. Can Morrill get him in there? Incomplete. Second and goal from the 3. This is kind of like that series in Super Bowl 39 where Philadelphia took a very long time to score. Pitch right, Barry Sanders. Second and goal. Can he get in? No. 4-yard loss. But he gets out of bounds. And it's going to be a short passing play. Moore on third and goal from the 7. Touchdown, Barry Sanders. So they finally get the score. Morrill to Sanders. And it's 24-13. Your point after by Murray. Pushed it right, but it's good. And Detroit kicks deep. Don't know why. Blades on the tackle. Well, I wanted to do an onside kick, but I kicked the button too soon. Woodson to the 19. First and 10 at the 19. But I guess Detroit could still use timeouts. Gore, no gain. Detroit calls timeout number 1. So it wasn't a total loss, me not onside kicking. Second and 10 at the 19. Gore, 1-yard gain. Timeout Detroit. 2:25 left to go. Third and 9. Tittle will throw deep. Caught by Gordy Sotel. And he has his first 100-yard receiving game of the HTFL season. He's at 126. And the Rays have a runner on. Tie score in the 9th. I'm not going to call timeout. I'll let it go to the 2-minute warning. Then I'll call my timeout. And San Francisco wisely lets it go to the 2-minute warning. It's 24-14. San Francisco is going to go 8-2 on the year. That's a 2-yard gain. Detroit calls their last timeout. And a first down will clinch it for sure. Second and 8. McElhenney, 1 yard. Third and 7. Pretty much know who's going to win. It's just a matter of what the score is going to be. 3 yards by McElhenney. And that'll likely get him to the 13 yards and 52 yards on 13 carries on the day. Here's the punt. I'll set up for a return that will probably never happen. Tommy Davis knocks this out at the 4. 32 seconds to go. Tate, medium out. Morrill, another good throw by him. He's up to 4 of 9. Gain of 6. 26 seconds left. It's going to be Johnson, a short out. Not much the Lions can do here. Caught, first down, a gain of 6. Okay, we're going to go long out. It's here on the play sheet. Johnson, first and 10. We have 14 seconds to go. Detroit's going to play it out. There's the throw, incomplete. 7 seconds left, and Morrill might just want to throw this long. Calvin Johnson. Detroit did not have a good day offensively.
Pass interference, defense. Number 42, 5-yard penalty.
Lot.
Automatic, first down.
Called for the PI. We have 3 seconds left to go. Just throw it long. To Johnson again. Off his hands, and that's a perfect way for Detroit to end the game. Johnson dropped 3 passes. Your final 24-14. San Francisco over Detroit. And here are your stats. Player of the game was Frank Gore. Scoring summary, San Francisco, that 24-point run they went on, that was the clincher. 400 yards for San Francisco, 227 for Detroit. Both teams perfect in the red zone, but Detroit was only in the red zone 1 time. 33:58, that was the time of possession for San Francisco. 26:02 for Detroit. 63 plays for San Francisco, 59 for Detroit. 19 penalties in the game. As I was commenting, it did seem a little sloppy. Gordy Sotal had the only 100-yard rushing or receiving game. He had 126 on 7 catches, his first 100-yard game. Hunter had 10 tackles for Detroit, and that'll do it. Detroit now falls to 4-7 in the Upper North Division. I'm sorry, 4-5. That should not be correct. Hang on a moment, folks. Yeah, they're 4-6. They're 4-6, and you'll see here they have 6 games to go. Atlanta, Buffalo, Chicago. They have 5 games in a row, 6 games in a row at home, and then they go to Baltimore for game number 17. San Francisco goes to 8-2, and they will be leading the Upper West Division. Regardless, they have Washington next week, Arizona, Kansas City, and then they wrap up with 3 at home: Minnesota, Denver, and New Orleans. So your final 24-14 San Francisco. We will call up the next 3 games. Miami and Philly will be our next game. Dallas, Minnesota, Houston, Kansas City. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well no matter where you are, no matter when you see this. Godspeed, God bless. We'll do it all again soon. I got to get to my Rays game. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched live. Good night and good luck.